morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning.
I want to start off with a quote. If you think that trying is risky, wait until you get the bill for not trying. If you think that trying is hard, wait until you get the bill for not trying. And that's a quote from Jim Rohn. And what I take from that quote is that it's to everybody's benefit to play the game of life to win. To really play the game of life to win. And also take from it that success in every degree is intentional. It's intentional. People create their success. It doesn't happen by accident. I mean, not like this Forrest Gump type situation where everything is coming into your life, all these great successes are coming into your life by happenstance. You have to create your success. And that quote is the reason why I'm standing up here right now. It's the reason why I'm standing up here right now. It's the reason why I do everything the way I do it, play the game to win. And it's the perfect introduction as to who I am. Because I can remember giving up. I gave up. I'm not perfect. I can remember giving up. I remember putting myself in a position where I didn't want to try anymore. And several years back, I can remember driving my car home from Jacksonville, Florida, heading back to Savannah, and my car broke down in Brunswick. And I can remember at that particular time, I had a small business for myself. And the pressures of being a small business owner, just having all these problems, one problem, you fix that problem, here's another problem, fix that problem, another problem comes up. And I can remember when that car broke down, that was like the final straw. And I was spent. I was like, this is it, I'm done. I'm not going to keep going through this. And I can remember getting out of that car, locking the car door, and it was a summer day. It was a light rain, like a light misty rain. And I walked about a good 3 or 4 miles to the nearest hotel. The whole way to saying to myself, it's done, it's over. And I got in the hotel room and I went in, laid down on the bed and looked at the ceiling and said, when I get back home, I'm gonna get a regular job, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna collect pension, and I'm gonna die. And that's it. The story of Nick Washington. And for those next 4 years, I got to see exactly what was on that bill for not trying. I didn't try anymore. And it was nothing but a bunch of pain, misery, and just pain and frustration. And I saw this firsthand. Nothing in my life went well after that. It affected every area of my life. My personal life was affected. This is about the time my wife and I decided to break up. And that wasn't pretty at all. I was living on one side of the house. She was living on the other side of the house. My children was in the middle. And just about any given day, you can find a lot of non-Toastmaster-like language being hurled back and forth. I mean, I can't share with you guys, but I wasn't calling her my queen, and she wasn't calling me sweetie pie or anything like that. But that's the byproduct of a person who doesn't want anything, who doesn't care anymore. Just giving up on life. My professional life suffered. Matter of fact, I didn't have a professional life. I wasn't a professional. I didn't want to be a professional at anything. I just wanted to work, which I realize now is the worst way in the world I've ever disempowered myself. To put myself in a position, not only just taking a position that's far beneath my educational and my skill level, but put myself in a place where I didn't want to grow anymore. Where you don't want to grow. You don't realize this is how you stay at the bottom. And the bottom is not, that's where all the disrespectful managers are. This is where all the disgruntled co-workers are. I mean, that's staying in the first grade for 12 years. You don't want to go anywhere. And and you go out here and you with all this negative energy every day, 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week. That's a lot of your life. You're spending all this negative energy. I mean, how can you be productive? And you can't be productive. It's not a productive situation. You won't be productive. The worst way in the world, and a lot of people live like that. But it's a byproduct of a person who doesn't want to do anything, who doesn't want to try. I mean, my friendships suffered, my social life. I was bringing all these people into my life, these wrong people, these animals dressed like human beings coming in my life to chew me up, spit me out, and just don't have anything good for me at all. The byproduct of a person who didn't want to try. And when I say I lived that life, I saw it firsthand. I saw all the misery, the frustration, and the pain. And my life didn't turn around. And I know you girls heard this before because it's been said by many different people, a lot of different times, until I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. So that pain and frustration and misery got too heavy to carry around. That's when I started to become a new person and write a new story. And I decided to live my life based on the theory of intention. It's a powerful word because nothing great ever happens without intention. I mean, every skyscraper you see is somebody's intention. It didn't just get that way by someone not trying. I mean, one of my great unseen mentors, Barack Hussein Obama, became the first black president of the United States of America through intention. He designed himself that way. He decided to be that. He intended to become that. And through that power of intention, he became that. All the great heavyweight champions, I admire, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, intended to become champions. With the power of intention, they tried. They didn't become champions without trying. I mean, I don't think that's possible. So, with the time running out, let me just say, what do I say about me, Nick Washington? I'll give you guys a mouthful, but I'm not going to do very much more. I'm going to tell you I'm an ordinary man. What I do, I follow a lot of extraordinary footsteps, a lot of extraordinary plans. And it's all based on that quote I gave you earlier. If you think that trying is hard, wait until you get the bill for not trying. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thank you very much for having me.